Bangkok to me was like, I see a lot of potential because of like grey areas. And in Singapore, like everyone's fighting for the same pie, but here the pie is so big and unexplored, and you just got to be willing to like learn along the way, which a lot of Singaporeans aren't.
Market is very small. We have limited space in Singapore already. So footprint to begin with, not there. In terms of geographic location wise, Thailand is so huge. It's not like Singapore one end to the other and 60 click bo liao.
I think it's so easy to make friends here compared to Singapore. Singapore is so difficult. to
This
make
is not a
friends.
Singapore bashing session. Huh?
Yeah, I'm not bashing Singapore, but that's how I felt.
Okay, welcome back to Chills with TFC. I'm your host Reggie, aka your Chief Financial Coconut, and today I have decided to come to Bangkok, right? Partly because I'm very bored, right? Very sian of this business grind, right? It's quite intense, and I decided that okay, I will fly to Bangkok. Then I was texting Ernie, hey, I come here to Bangkok, meet you again, right? Then he was like, but you're gonna work now. Then I was like, oh, okay, good idea, let's work.
Hey, I didn't do that. You are the one. Lies.
So yes, this is Ernie, our ex-producer.
Hello.
You want to introduce yourself for our audience?
Yeah, I used to work for Reggie at TFC. So now I'm based in Bangkok, moved here with my family, 2 dogs, which
Your whole family is here.
whole
right?
family, yeah, my wife, my baby, my helper, and 2 dogs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Why?
Okay, later
Later,
we'll
get
go
into it.
there. We'll go there. And we have 2 other guests on the show with me.
Hi guys, my name is Geraldina. So I'm the country manager for Eigen Energy. So I've been here for 3 years.
What do you guys do?
Renewable energy, we do EV charging, solar and battery storage system. So if you need any of the services, you can contact my Singapore side, Thailand side or Indonesia side as well. Thank you. Can or not? Can or not?
Can, that part I let fly. Any longer need to say invoice. Yes, and yourself.
Hi, I'm Justin from Singapore. I'm currently working here. I own a legal and business consulting company called Visa Root Lee and Lee Consulting. So if you need any legal business consulting advice, you can come to us.
So I wanted to do this, I think partly because I want to validate that I'm working, although I want to take a holiday. But at the same time, I'm quite interested in like what Singaporeans doing here, because we did a few episodes about Malaysia, Singaporeans in Malaysia, and I based in KL, right? So the response is very good. I'm sure our audience really care about the other possible regions. So yeah, maybe open the floor, why are you here? Why Bangkok? Why Thailand?
For myself, it's because of job opportunity. So when my boss actually wanted to hire me, like I shared with you earlier, right? If he's going to hire me renewables in Singapore, don't waste my time for the e-mobility.
Why?
Market is very small. We have limited space in Singapore already. So footprint to begin with, not there. That's why like when he tell me it's like, you go Thailand, I'm like, oh, ding ding, my eyes open, 机会来了.
机会来了, let's
and
go.
that's why grab and go.
Okay. What was the arrangement? Like, company will pay everything. You just come here and appear and do your job. I mean, just give us some color lah. What does it take?
When I came here, I literally came here alone. So it's like literally like a country manager sounds very nice, but to be honest, it's actually more like a general worker. So it's literally 包山包海, do everything. From incorporation to hiring to navigating the market, everything is 包山包海啦. You filter accordingly lah.
Why are you resonating? Is that a situation of a lot of Singaporeans that come here to work?
At least for me, in my case, I also 包山包海. I also do everything, including our website. Because we want to keep our costs low and we have a very lean team. So
lean team is as good as saying 没有 budget, right?
Yeah.
No
Lean
budget.
team is just
You
a
gotta do
classy way to say like, oh, you have a lean team. Instead of saying that you don't have budget.
No, because we start up, 能省则省,
Okay,
you know?
just do it, right? Just do it.
Yes.
Yeah. But you came here on a different process. You were studying here.
Yeah. So previously I was in a research industry. So I was doing my research as a research assistant in NTU. And then after that, decided to further study. And I was choosing between Korea, Japan or Thailand. So I want to stretch my dollar. So of course, Thailand. And the food wise, I think food to me is very important. I think closest to our culinary cooking style, Thailand is the top choice. So I decided to come here. Back then, actually, it was not planned. I was already learning Thai language in NTU also.
Oh, you're already learning.
Yeah. So I thought that, okay, why not I use this opportunity to come here to practice my Thai as well.
So are you fluent in Thai?
Not really. Yeah.
Level what when you were
Wait,
NTU?
when people say this is a lie.
Yeah, it's all a lie.
I can just navigate and then haggle a bit.
It can haggle quite good already, what?
Yeah, that kind of level.
Right, okay.
But I feel that my level, my proficiency stopped that level.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you came here because there was an opportunity. You came here to study. Right?
Yes.
That was a start. Then how do you end up settling here?
Then I met my business partner. Actually, he's my partner, my boyfriend. And then after that, he introduced me his schoolmate from Masters in Netherlands. So she's our Chinese lawyer partner. Yeah, then we three of us become like very close friends. We travel around.
Still close friends.
Still very close friends. Yeah.
The three are doing business together, still can be close friends. There's some wisdom to that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we are quite nice to each other, and I think we work well together.
Okay.
And we all have our strengths and different nationality, right? So I think this is a very good opportunity to start this business because I noticed that the legal landscape here offering to either the very Western Amor style or like the very local style. So we want to be in between. We want to cater to more of the neighboring ASEAN country like Singapore, Malaysia, Korea, and Japanese.
And business has been great.
I think not bad, not say very great, not that we have like a lot of customers. I don't think we are there yet.
Okay.
I think from day one to now, when I look back, we did achieve quite a lot of things already.
Okay. We'll chat more.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one came here to study, then found love and settled down.
Yeah.
Right. Work is a secondary thing. That's kind of a situation.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
And your story?
I think for me, I've always felt like I never quite fit in Singapore. That's for starters. And I always knew that I was going to leave because I feel like Singapore, if you don't fit into the system, it's kind of hard for you to be happy.
He say one,
Yeah.
not I say one.
I don't know if people agree.
Do you fit? Do you think you fit into the system?
I was with a Temasek Link company for 6 years.
So you fit into the
so
system.
I fit into the system.
Yeah, you just feel like the system not enough for you anymore.
Chai. Absolutely right.
Okay. We'll go there. We'll go there later. So what are you doing now here?
A friend of mine started a dog hotel and he told me about the potential of this space in Thailand. I explored it. I also have 2 dogs myself and started to learn more about it. And then so I'm doing dog fitness training and hydrotherapy while my friend's doing training and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you came here first, then you thought of this thing, or you
No.
already had,
So actually,
you were already shopping for ideas?
we were looking to leave Singapore. But the first question is where, right? Like you said.
Yeah.
So we spent a couple of years, firstly saving up, and then secondly, just traveling. When we travel intentionally to countries, potentially like, okay, maybe we can move here, maybe we can move there. And Bangkok to me was like Justin said, right? It's not too different, but it's different.
What does that mean?
Same but different.
Same but different. That's the most Singaporean way that everyone can understand.
No,
you know?
I cannot understand. Tell me more. What does same but different mean?
For me, for example, it's one of the few Southeast Asian countries I feel has a proper like MRT system, right? And to me, that's quite important for transportation, moving around. And it's a big signal of where that city is on a map, right? Food. I like all the gray areas.
Okay.
You know, Singapore
I
is
know.
black and white. I like all the gray areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cowboy style.
Because I think
Thailand
there's-
still got space for this.
So I think there's because of the gray
That's why we
areas.
kena, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Because of the gray areas, there's a lot of space in business, in personal, whatever you want to do, you know?
Okay. So just to lay the ground, you came here for opportunity, you came here to study, and then you found love, you settled down, and then you just want to run away. So you brought your whole family here along.
Sounds like his intention to get out of Singapore.
Okay, so that's the baseline.
Opportunity
right?
also.
Opportunity. Okay, so that's the baseline, and I think it's a good mix. Different people are here for different reasons. Maybe we can expand the discussion a little bit, right? I mean, you already decided for all sorts of reasons, right? You've laid it out, but how was it in the early days, right? Coming here and settling here, because it's different to do a 1-week trip to Bangkok, right? And commit to a yearly type of situation, right? So how was it in the early days for you?
For myself, it was very easy because I already had Thai friends over here. So one message, I just tell them, hey, I'm coming this date. I'm shifting here permanently with my suitcase, 1 luggage, that's it. So my friend was very nice, came in, picked me at the airport. Then I was put up into the hotel for 1 week before I can find a condo that I'm willing to stay in and live in. So during that 1 week, I was going around hunting for condos, places to stay. Also at the same time looking for office spaces. So in the end, I eventually found the place that we are now at.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yes, nice place.
It's
So
very
I-
beautiful. Yes,
I walk to my office every day. So to me, when I started everything, is really rely on all my Thai friends that I had. I started with 2 Thai friends who I known, one for over a decade, the other one for almost 6 years. now I have more Thai friends. Even more Thai friends
So
now.
you're not gonna go already.
My My
Why?
Number one is I prefer the challenges over here. So like what Ernie mentioned, right? The gray area. So to be more specific is you understanding and interpreting this statement and navigating around here. So it's not like red tape means cannot. So immediately no go already. But here, no, it's really how you interpret it and move around to find your way, a solution to it. So I like that type of style. And I think in terms of geographic location wise, Thailand is so huge. It's not like Singapore one end to the other and 60 click bo liao. But over here is you have Bangkok, you have
But how
Chiang
does it
Mai and
affect
everything.
your choice? Because you still live and work in Bangkok, right?
Yes.
But how does it affect your way of life or your business or your opportunity having such a big space?
I mean, in terms of life, whenever there's long weekend, we can easily buy tail, go for holiday via the train system, via the minivan and everything.
You sound like you've been everywhere.
Yeah, I've been to many places.
4 years here,
Yeah.
Then in terms of business wise, like Singapore, we only focus in Singapore. That's it, nothing. But here, my business, I spread across so long there's a roof, my solar panels can be there. Okay, so long there is a parking lot, EV potential is there. So if you ask me, there's a lot more to be offered in Thailand as a whole. But because Bangkok being a capital, naturally everyone when they come in, Bangkok is the one where they incorporate and start up everything.
Okay. Tell me more. You sound like you've been everywhere. Are you also staying in a condo?
Yeah, I'm staying in a condo.
Okay. How was it early integrating here? But you came here through school, right? So it's a lot
through
easier,
school.
right?
I guess it's a lot easier. I was learning Thai, so it's a lot more easier also. I guess it's more like making friends at first. But I think it's so easy to make friends here compared to Singapore. Singapore is so difficult to
This
make
is not a
friends.
Singapore bashing session. Huh?
Yeah, I'm not bashing Singapore, but that's how I felt. Like people here are really very nice, very friendly, but they are not like over friendly. They are like
I think open-minded is a big thing
open-minded,
here.
and they are polite. Even if they are not in a good mood, they will not show like us. When we are not in a good mood, we will show.
Everything written on my face every day.
Yeah. So I learn a lot from them as well. I learn to be more humble, be more polite to people. So I think not only I enjoy being here, I also learn so much.
Okay, fair. So then after school visa, you settle down on what? Spouse visa?
No. Not married yet.
Not married yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Legal liao, can do.
Okay. Then how was that kind of process for you?
Currently, I'm still in my final semester because I furthered my study.
Oh, so is that a cheat code?
Yes.
There's education visa, by the way. Chiang Mai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes and maybe no, but the reason why I do this is not because I want to cheat or what, but because back then I was stuck during COVID times, right? So during COVID times, it was difficult for me to complete my studies within the time frame, and also due to some personal reason and personal development, I decided to take like
Time off.
Yeah, time off.
Okay.
Yeah, I take it slow. Maybe when I'm away from Singapore, I get to do a lot of self-reflection. I realized that there's so many people living life differently. So why should I live the same life as what we always live in Singapore? Yeah.
Okay.
So I really had a very big discovery, and then I realized that maybe I don't have to chiong every day. Like chiong at the thing that you want to chiong.
Okay.
The thing that you don't want, you can like take it slow.
Okay. But you're still on the student visa.
Yeah,
In
currently.
that sense. Okay. But he's the one applying visa for you,
Yes.
right? And that's the whole game, huh? Yeah. So what visa are you applying for? How does it work for you?
For me, I'm still trying to get the business work visa for my own self, and then it's helping my wife get long-term visa.
Okay.
Same for my daughter.
Okay.
And then for my helper, another visa.
Can you lay down what kind of what is all that? What is he applying for? All these different things. What does it take?
So recently, there's a lot more new visas, like due to the so-called soft power visa, where the Thai government wants to promote more of Thai tourism and Thai culture. So they came out with this visa called DTV, Destination Thai Visa, which promotes mainly Muay Thai and Thai cooking, and maybe some other like
For real. Really.
Wait. So okay, for real.
yeah, it's very unheard of,
Yes,
right?
please elaborate.
Yeah.
What does it take to get that type of visa? Destination Thai visa, right? Okay,
So it's a
yes.
fun visa. You can look at it in a fun way.
You can
Yeah.
come up and Muay Thai na.
Yeah, yes. Oh, okay.
You can
Yeah.
take classes at Muay Thai school or Thai culinary class. and then you apply for this visa.
How long is
So
this visa?
this visa is 180 days. Then it's renewable for one time. So another 180 days.
So you can essentially stay in Thailand for a year.
Correct.
Or just to learn some Muay Thai class.
Yes.
So tell me the limitation of that. How does that work? How much does it cost? What's the limitations?
I think TDV is relatively quite affordable because the main target is tourists. So it's really affordable. Just the limitation is that you must sign up for a class. So you need to have acceptance letter from that school to tell that you are offered this class or this culinary class. Then you can apply for, but you cannot apply in Thailand. You must apply through Thai embassy abroad. So like Singaporean can apply through Singapore. Some people are here already and they want to apply, but they cannot, right? So they have to like maybe go near neighboring countries like Cambodia or Laos. But I think Singapore is safer.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
But he's applying for other
Yeah,
type of
he's
visas,
applying for
right?
others.
So can you elaborate a
So
little bit?
he's looking at business visa, right? There's actually a non-B visa. Then there's also a smart visa. So it really depends on what kind of business you are doing.
Okay. So
If you
a
are-
dog hotel is
I think the hotel is considered traditional business. Therefore, you are not eligible for smart visa. You can go
Not
for
smart,
the
not
smart
non-B.
enough. Must work harder.
Stupid business.
This one is the smart one, right?
No,
the
no,
front,
no,
the
no.
high tech one. Yeah, this one the dog hotel is
Opposite.
no, relax.
Contrast.
Okay, maybe that is the easy way to
That's the easy way to
remember.
put it,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So the tech guys is one type of visa, and then everybody else that's doing more chill ones is
Yeah,
another
something
type of
like that.
visa. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, if you want to say it like more appropriately, means that the smart visa covers industry that are promoted heavily by the Thai government,
Okay, fair.
such as renewable energy, such as sustainable industry,
clean tech, all the clean tech.
All the tech one essentially.
or
Okay.
such as software development.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And then his spouse is
So
Going
his
for the
spouse is
long
actually employed, but she can work remotely. Therefore, there's another visa that is targeting this kind of
Thailand just
people.
wants you lah. Whatever you are,
Yeah, correct.
whatever you're doing, there is a visa for you.
They try to accommodate
They
everybody.
try to work with you. Okay.
So this visa is called LTR. Essentially more costly because it's a 10-year visa.
Oh wow. So you decided already.
For my wife, yeah. If I leave Thailand, it'll be somewhere else, not Singapore.
Oh, okay. We'll go there. Yes. Please.
Yeah, so it's a 10-year visa. Initially, you get approved for 5 years. Then end of 5 years, renew again,
How much is
additional
that?
5 years. The government fee is around 50K. So depending on which agency
50K Sing dollar.
No, Thai
Oh,
baht.
Thai baht. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all talking about Thai baht.
Thai
here.
baht.
Okay, all Thai baht today now.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
But if the agency like us, right, we will charge a
Processing
agent
fee lah. It's
processing
normal.
fee.
lah. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Administration fee lah.
Administrative
Yeah,
lah. Okay,
correct.
so then who can apply for this?
Even under LTR, there's different category. So I cannot
Complicated.
really
Complicated.
remember exactly what
Okay,
else, but
okay.
I know one of it is a remote worker that is employed.
Okay.
Another one is investor. If you invest in Thai company or even buy a property here, you can apply that.
That's what people commonly call the Thai Golden Visa, is it? Or is that a different thing altogether?
Different.
I'm not sure whether you're referring to the
Retiree one, yeah.
elite visa.
Oh, got elite one ah.
Yeah. So elite visa is actually most people are just pay money, but that one really costs a lot.
Okay, tell me more. How much
This
does
one
that
change
cost?
US
Also-
dollar. US dollar.
Yeah, that one is US dollar and has different tier also. I think at least a few million Thai baht.
Okay.
So if you can afford that, it means that actually
Never
you're
mind lah,
not here
just
to
do
work.
Muay Thai class lah.
Yeah.
I think that's the easy. that's the
Experience the Thai life for 1 year, good enough.
And
already.
then you make a decision,
agree, I
right?
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why you so certain? I mean, you never do the Muay Thai class. Immediately you fly everybody in.
No, but we flew here for our holidays like 4 years before actually moving.
Okay.
We didn't move like on a whim.
Okay.
And then when we started to take our holidays here, I would actually book hotels at different parts of Bangkok to see if we like different areas and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. As the time grew nearer to the move date, things just smoothly appear
Just
in that area.
certain already.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then it just happened to be there, found the right house.
Yeah, but you stay in a house. Like you guys stay in a condo,
Correct.
right? What's the cost? What's the system here?
Okay,
like?
so I found there's no real proper system lah for property here.
Singaporean question, right?
Yeah, because
Okay.
when I first started looking for houses, there's no agency. They kind of like botting who no. Yeah.
Really?
You no need license.
No need
Whoever
license.
can settle or handle that deal, you
Yeah.
just get a commission.
Wait, elaborate a bit more. So how
I also can share because I'm also like a freelance.
You 包个料啦,
Yeah,
right?
包个料.
这种包沙包海，
包海, you know?
everything 包个
You
料。
just want people to come here.
Because I think it complements with my business.
Okay, fair,
So
fair.
I can help like
I'm trying to apply
foreign
for a
business
visa,
owner.
then I want to get a proper
house,
place. Yeah.
And also
okay.
commercial space.
Mm.
So I specialize more of commercial space.
Okay, we'll go there
Yeah.
later, right? But I want to understand the residential makeup first, right? So like how much does it cost? What is the usual? Is it like 3+1 must sign 2 years? You know, all those kind of things, or like everything is up to you to discuss.
Anything one ah.
So long you can negotiate for that deal, you get it.
Really?
Yeah. And the price to me don't make sense lah, coming from Singapore.
How much do you pay?
Because,
if you don't mind sharing.
for example, you go for condos, 2-3 bedroom, you pay about 2 to 2.5, depending where the location is, Sing dollar. And I found
3 bedroom, 2-3 bedroom.
2 to 3,
Okay,
depending
okay.
location
Yeah.
and type of condo
Okay,
lah. I mean,
okay.
the further out from center, a lot cheaper lah.
Of course,
Like my area is
yeah.
considered cheap
Okay.
because I'm not in town.
Yeah.
How much are you paying?
I signed my contract slightly after COVID, literally slightly
So
after
it's a
COVID.
bit more expensive.
No, it's very cheap.
Oh.
It's very cheap. And I locked in for 3 years.
Oh.
Yeah, I locked in for 3 years. So next year, the agent already tell me, need
Hey,
to
this one,
renegotiate already.
30%,
Chai.
right? Yes.
I got
Okay.
it below market rate.
Okay.
So
I
market
know
rate
it's
for my 43 square meter is about 24 to 28,000 Thai baht.
I'm a bit lost. Okay, 24 to 28 is about 1,000 Sing lah.
Thereabout.
Okay,
thereabout.
okay,
But I
1,000
got
plus
it
Sing.
Very low.
below.
Very low.
Very
Yeah.
low.
Okay,
Very good deal.
Okay,
I got it only at 15,000.
Wow.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Okay, that's a wow. Okay. No wonder she stayed for so long.
I maintain the house very well now.
Yeah, very good.
Not gonna shift out anymore nah.
Okay. So what is your arrangement? Because you stay big house
Found a landed 2-story, 5 bedroom, same price as a 2-3 bedroom condo in a very good location.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You know?
You no need pay service maintenance also. Because we
guess,
got
yeah.
pool, the gym, but for townhouses you need to share, right? Common area.
Mine not townhouse.
Oh,
like
yours is the house, okay.
And then like because I had 2 dogs also, so it's very hard to find a condo.
Okay. So there's no lock-in period. There's no.
It's just what you
It's
discuss
what you
with the agent.
discuss with
lor.
them.
Yeah.
It's very, very open.
Up to the landlord. It's really flexi one. Grey
There's a
areas,
standard
man.
lah.
Grey
There's a
areas.
standard in the
Yeah.
market.
Okay. What's the standard? Tell me the standard.
So usually you need to pay a deposit. So they will secure a deposit, maybe like 2 months deposit,
okay.
and then 1 month's advance rental payment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds better. That's a system.
There's a system
Right, there's a
actually.
system.
But the agents
Okay.
here, the funny thing that I realized while searching is they don't entertain you unless you're moving in next month.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
They just go quiet.
So they ask you when you're moving in. If it's not next month, they don't give a shit about you.
No, because giant, sabai, slowly, no rush.
Because the same unit has probably like 10,000 agents are selling the unit. So they have to be fast. That's the reason probably why.
Okay.
But I mean, that's a huge cultural difference coming from Singapore, you know? Yeah. So that's something that annoyed us in the beginning.
really.
Yeah, because we're coming here for trips to
Yeah. You
kind
want
of
to
see the
plan
market.
ahead.
Cannot plan ahead.
Cannot plan.
I also
Singaporeans
cannot plan ahead. That's why 1 week only.
Yeah.
My friend just tell me 1 week you can settle your condo already.
True. Yeah.
Okay. What else were you settling in when you came here?
Looking for school for my daughter, preschool. So
Daughter is 1 year plus.
now she's 1+.
Okay.
Wanted to look for international school. And so that one really matters, right? You need to
Yes.
find the right location. If not, you're going to spend hours in traffic every morning and pick up and stuff like that. And lucky for us, we found one right next door to our house.
Oh.
And then just click lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you shopped around for school for your kid.
Definitely.
How much did it cost across the board? Give us a general sense.
I think
I mean, you came alone, right? Pretty much, right? So it's a very different mindset when you have 2 dogs, a
So,
wife and
so
a
I found
kid.
a range. I found a range. There are schools that are like Singapore price, 2-3K a month. And then the one that we settled on was about 1-2 a month.
Okay.
Thereabouts, plus the admin fee, all that nonsense, but mostly one-time fee lah. Yeah. So I would say my price is high, but in the middle high, there's the really crazy high ones that even every
Really?
Singaporean cannot touch lah. That kind of price. Yeah.
Really? Okay, like the
But
Alice Smith school.
Yeah,
those
but you
type,
go to those kind of school, your kid is well connected.
Yeah. UWC, those type.
It's
lah.
all
Okay.
about the connection, the
Yeah.
high soul, that tier.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more? The connection, the high soul. What's high soul? Like high says like that, is it?
Atas ah.
Okay, atas.
Sikit atas.
Atas. No, I don't think this is sikit. I think this is atas. how does that work? Elaborate a little bit.
I will put it very bluntly, it's different tiers where people study and live in, it all matters.
And it's not the same in Singapore, in your point of view? Because all of
don't
you
think
sound
so,
quite smart,
eh.
so you've probably been to decent schools. You may not be in that type of social circle, but you have rubbed with people in that type of social circle.
I don't really feel it when I'm in Singapore though. Like I came from a neighborhood school, like ended up in NTU. Cause in Singapore, I think it's very straightforward. Primary school, secondary school, or
Not
JC
as many
or poly.
options to have that segmentation, I would say.
Correct.
Here has a lot of options.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
Really?
so what? Even you are from AC, JC, end of the day, we all end up in uni and we all rub shoulders with each other.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
to
exactly.
me, there isn't that much of difference. But over here, that difference
Can feel
can
very significant.
very significant.
One mix
Very.
one.
One mix.
One mix.
Serious. So who do y'all hang out with then? As Singaporeans that shift over here.
The low soul. lah.
We are the low soul. That's why we now all hang
you're
out
not
together.
helping the Thai government, right? It's like they say, what are you doing? Okay, fair. And then help me understand a little bit, like what are the other bigger things that you didn't realize or it's like that? And you gotta kind of adjust your thoughts a little bit when you come here.
I think a lot of the paperwork is not as sweet, right? So that is something you really need to consider. And if you can accept it, then you can definitely move here.
Can you elaborate a little bit why it's not as sweet? Because not as sweet and the variance.
For
can
example,
be quite
the
big.
visa things, right? Like I think as a normal person, you read the options online, you're gonna have a headache. You would rather find someone like Justin to help you. Serious.
You straight
I'm
away
not trying to
just
sell him.
white flag, give up, just throw it to the agent
Yeah.
to settle everything. Because there's too many variations.
Yeah.
You don't even know which one
And
to
it's not
pick.
clear.
That's the trick.
So
to it.
then what is
That's
your
the trick.
what do y'all do then most of the time? Other than talking to the client, you're kind of like a representative intermediary with the agencies, right?
We are the agency.
No, as in with the government agencies,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, because we have a Thai lawyer, right, which is our partner, right. His job is basically to read, understand everything, and I think a lot of the translated information that you found on website and stuff is probably incomplete or maybe over here and there, all over the places,
Outdated.
or maybe
Watered
sometimes
down,
outdated
super, super summary.
and watered down as well. But because the Thai lawyer, his job is to read, right, so he can read on the Thai side.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah, so he can read and then compare to the English side and then see what is missing.
Okay.
So
okay.
basically, that's our job to validate and confirm.
Other than the property agent don't entertain you until 1 month before, right? And some
traffic.
the traffic is horrible. Right? Everybody knows traffic is horrible in Thailand, but
The paperwork. To me,
paperwork,
everything else,
these
I,
are the few
I can
lah.
accept.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
for me,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of things average Singaporean cannot accept. Although, yeah.
Like what?
A lot of people complain about weather, but I'm like, it's kind of similar
The
to Singapore,
walking,
right?
the pedestrian walking, they are not very nicely done.
Yeah.
So you cannot play your phone when you are walking.
You kena something before, is it? You fell down before.
Even if you open your eyes big, right, and walk, right, you still fall down.
Unstable.
Trip lah, you're just
You
trip.
still
Uneven
trip.
pavement.
Or
uneven
sometimes
pavement.
there's a tree in the middle of the pedestrian walk, then you get killed by the tree.
So this is beyond the shopping district lah. Because Singaporeans usually stop
Even
at
shopping,
the...
shopping.
it's
no,
everywhere.
no, no.
Really?
Yes.
It's everywhere.
Okay. Clearly, I don't shop enough.
You must be on your phone most of the
Yes,
time.
I-
lah.
no.
I think outside of Singapore, right, a lot of countries you have super modern and then super
Okay.
under-maintained and stuff like
Okay,
that.
okay.
You know?
So the variance
Only
is-
Singapore we
okay.
have that sort of
Kinda balanced
correct,
away,
yeah.
okay.
But the thing again is because Thailand is very huge.
Mm.
And yeah, that's why for them to maintain such a huge space may be a bit more difficult.
Yeah,
also.
fair.
Definitely.
But is there any other hiccups when you first came over? Because he laid down some of those things. And anything you want to add?
I think it's pretty much all the same though. Traffic, paperwork, too sabai, too giant. Because we Singaporean, you see the way I speak is really very fast. Like
It's
we like to
true.
do things chop fast,
It's
efficiency.
true, it's true.
So when I came here, one of the things that I learned is to chill. Like chill. My team is there, they always tell, Nana, chill. Huh?
Relax.
Relax.
We'll get it done.
Yeah, if not they tell me like,
Aiyo.
I'll take over.
Okay,
You
okay.
don't
Yeah.
talk to them, really take over.
A lot of things Singaporeans struggle with is they bring Singapore overseas with them.
But you cannot.
You cannot.
Don't want,
You have
right?
to be when in Rome, do as the
But
Romans.
you don't think some parts of Singapore you cannot shake it off, man? It's just
Which is fine.
Yeah.
But you need to kind of like merge and create your own thing. If you really bring Singapore with you, you're just gonna stress, have high blood pressure, and I tell you hate it and go back home.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
That is why I also learned to slow down a bit. And because in Singapore, the previous company that I work with, and I think for all Singaporeans, we are all we just work on the phone. Monday to Sunday, anytime, we can just message our colleague or our bosses, ask them about things. But over here, I also learned how to respect their time. Which something like I really learned from here. Because if not, I'll be like texting non-stop.
Okay, fair. Hey, welcome to the Financial Coconut Podcast Network. I'm your host, Reggie, aka your Chief Financial Coconut. And if you're loving what we're creating here, like, share, subscribe, share with your loved ones, comment in the comment section below. And yeah, we'll see you for great content on Chills with TFC. So I think that kind of settles the like initial phase, how you came here and all that jazz, right? Okay, so let's move into like creating a life here. So when you create a life here, there's the whole money part, there's the whole like finding your footing, you know, for you is start a business, you know, you are here to lead a business and then you just here lah, right? You build a whole life from here, right? He shifted his life here, right? It's a very different thing. So like, how is this whole thing like, you know, finding a job, you know, finding a business, building this whole thing up? What is your personal experience so far? And how much money can you make here? I don't need to know your salary, but I need to know like what is a benchmark to live a good life here.
Everything comes down to your personal expectation. You may not make more than what you expect in Singapore, but whatever you make here, I would say definitely can survive and have fun and the lifestyle that you want. Unless you're going like expensive hotels every day lah, you know.
Is there a target? Like when you think of, okay, this is the quality of life that I want, you kind of estimate a minimum, right? Like how much you gotta make every month, you know. Is there like this line, you know?
Actually for me, my current business, if I can make maybe 4-5K Sing on average, then I think it's enough for me to expand to do other things because I'm sort of one-man show, small business. So my concept is to just kind of be all over and make a little bit from everywhere. But other people, I would say businesses, you definitely can hit some heights if you target the right market and it can happen quite quickly.
Okay. So essentially your income target is a median salary in
median
Singapore.
Salary for me, yeah.
Okay. Is it the same? Just to clarify, if you make 4,000-5,000 Sing dollars a month in
salary, right? Not the business, right?
No, just
Actually,
income.
it's more than
It's
enough.
considered a
It's
lot
really
already.
more than
Really?
enough.
Yeah.
Really.
I think a lot.
A lot. It's really a lot.
Really?
Yeah,
Really,
maybe
really
a
lot.
2K or 3K, you feel comfortable
Yeah,
already.
Chai.
it's true.
What does feel comfortable mean?
Because it really depends on your choice of lifestyle. There's very big
Of course,
choices here.
of course.
There's so many options. There's like the very, very cheap one. You can $1 something, you can get a,
You
get
can
a
eat
meal
the
already.
street side to eating to
Yeah.
at the like something like a
Of
kopitiam
course.
eatery to the restaurant. So there's a range that you can select from.
But those things Singaporeans get a sense, right? They all kind of know. But living here, there are other aspects of it, right? Like whether it's your gym membership lah, you know, your community activities lah, all those things they add together ma. So I want to get a sense. But based on your collective sense, 2,000 to 3,000 Sing dollars a month, well and good.
Okay, my first year to my second year here is very xiong.
Oh, tell me more. I love
Because-
Xiong stories. Right?
Because I'm here to set up, bootstrap, lead the business, right? And we were no one. Igon was no one. So I needed to go for networking, literally hustling out there. So this story I've been sharing with everyone. Monday to Friday, I'm always not at home. Dinner time, I'm always out somewhere. And entertainment is all drinking.
Even here.
Even here,
Okay.
no difference. It's also still drinking. All these also need money, right? So that period of time was a lot of dinners, a lot of drinks, networking, need to go out, meet people. So for that, you will need probably even more.
Of course. Okay. But in that sense, carving your path here, if you're not here with an MNC that already gives you a cushy job, these are some of the realities lah.
This is very reality because you are no one and you
Okay.
need to build your brand exposure. And how do you do that? Going for conferences, going for events, going for networking, everything.
Okay.
Yeah, so all the conferences, like all the sustainability or any renewable conferences in Quincy Great Biotech, everything, all the way. Every day I'm out to meet new people, bring our brand out there, to share with them what we are doing, literally hustling the ground. And only the third year, this year onwards, I start to tell myself that, you know, I need to break out. Because I literally stay next door to my office. So I'm constantly...
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah. Thank you. It's like constantly I feel like I'm at work. Like even when I'm networking, it's kind of a different...
You're Singaporean.
Yeah, very,
right.
yeah.
You are more Singaporean than them. So
But no choice, no choice.
The energy is different.
Yes,
right,
100%.
Yeah. Can you elaborate a little bit more? Like you said, you came here to lead the team, right? But why here? You're probably quite high flyer, you know, doing your thing in Singapore. Then you come here. Then you take the Singapore here. It's very different. They sound like they're just here to like make ends meet, live a good life, happy 就好. But you sound like you want to take over this place.
It's not I want to take over this place. It's more like, you know, opportunity. Because back then I was 32 when I was being offered with this job. And I was like thinking, wow, who the hell will trust a 32, like, you know, coming here alone, doing everything. And my boss is like, no, go. go for it. Then I'm like, okay, why not? 死不了.
Mm.
What's the worst case? At most, I go back to Singapore and find a job. Is it very difficult for me to find a job in Singapore? I don't think so. So it's like, okay,
After this
just...
interview, I'm more certain I don't think so. We got a lot of Tauke listen to our show. So,
So to me, end of the day, it's just take and go. Bite the bullet and just go. What worse can happen? Nothing. Nothing worse can happen. Just go back. But it's a good experience because I keep telling myself a lot of time when I'm placed in a situation in how you see the positivity in that negativity situation, right? So to me, all in all, whatever that I've experienced over here, whatever challenges that I've been through, I see positivity in it because I learn something, I gain something. I know that my friends or my colleague or whoever that is still working in Singapore will never experience what I experienced over here. They would agree with what I said.
Yeah, very Singapore. Yes. Did you come here on a grant?
We did. We took the MRA grant, Overseas Expansion grant.
Okay.
So I did that.
What grant is that? Can you elaborate a little bit?
It's an Overseas Expansion grant by Enterprise Singapore. So if I'm not wrong, it's 100K. We split into 3 buckets. So it covers my kind of like my salary, the company rentals, plus your incorporation fee and some of the marketing fee as well. Then they'll subsidize up to 70% for each bucket. So you have to just apply everything online, digital.
Yeah.
Yes.
Simple.
Chai.
Don't need to wait, right? That's the
Yes.
beauty of Singapore.
Chai.
Okay. You
So-
sound like a lot of people do that.
Yes, I have a few Singapore clients. They
All came on this structure.
yes.
Okay. So it's quite common. Common.
It's very common because this grant actually help like startup. It help us to cushion the initial capex of expanding the business over here. So it does help the business lah.
I want to talk a little bit more about the corporate, the whole thing of, Singaporeans going abroad and working in Thailand specifically, right? And being a working professional here on behalf of a Singapore entity. Why don't they just hire locals? Why do they need you? Other than the grant, jipa ching, right? Other than the grant, when the grant runs out, why are you still here?
We managed to survive here long. And I think we do believe that there's a lot of opportunity. There's still a lot of untapped opportunity over here, especially for my industry because we do e-mobility and solar, right? For e-mobility specifically, we have a lot of frenemy. There's still ways for us to work together because end of the day for e-mobility, for charging, to share a bit more, there's still the roaming part of it. Roaming meaning to say like the user itself can use any of the CPO charges. Like in Singapore, you have SP, ComfortDelGro, all these things. So we can all open up the charges to share. So that form part of the roaming part. So I always use this term frenemy because we still can always work together.
Okay, but to dig a little bit more into the corporate life, right? Like I think it's quite common when Singaporeans see the Japanese company or the Korean company in Singapore, right? They sure hire all the Japanese and Koreans, right? As a senior management, it's quite common, right? I'm also same, right? Is it the same also for like Singapore companies when they come here, they want to bring Singaporeans along to be management here? Is there value in that, or is it common that people are doing that?
I think for myself or for the circle of friends that I hang out in Thailand, pretty much it's more really on the trust. It's the trust thing.
So it's not a skill set gap. It's more like I trust a Singaporean,
It's a
so
trust.
I brought the Singaporean here to work like a Singaporean.
It's trust and efficiency, productivity and the capability. It's a mixture of everything lah.
But for you, the SME Tauke mindset, how does it work on setting up the business here and figuring out the market? What does it take? Do you think you figured it out already?
No,
No,
definitely
okay.
not. I mean, for starters, I see a lot of potential because of like gray areas and also like, I think in general, the people who can afford to do business, they're kind of all doing their own thing. And it would take you making a lot of money as a small business for them to maybe like, okay, maybe I'll try that too. But in Singapore, like, I mean, I was telling you before, you are successful in one thing, people can afford to copy you, copy and
Quite
paste all
quickly,
over
yes,
very
yes.
easily. So that's the part that scared me out of Singapore lah. For doing a business. I would never start a business in Singapore, to be honest, yeah. Because like, don't you feel everyone is like fighting for the same thing?
I know.
Everyone is ID, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everyone's fighting for the same pie. But here the pie is so big and unexplored, and you just got to be willing to like learn along the way, which a lot of Singaporeans aren't lah.
So what do you
Yeah.
learn along the way?
I'm still learning, man. I haven't even been here for a year, So, I mean, even setting up the business, there's so much like paperwork and things that I can't even read in Thai. So I need to find a lawyer. Then a lawyer cannot speak English. So I need a friend to talk to the lawyer, stuff like that. Yeah. So a lot of these kind of things that you have to put up with. And if you're not willing, you'll find a tough time lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about like business banking here? Because I think the few big financial things, right? Getting insurance here, or starting a business, getting a business bank, some of these things, or even your own bank account.
Correct.
How are you
I don't
guys
even have a
doing?
bank account yet
Oh.
because my visa thing's not settled.
Oh.
But usually they sell it as a package lah when you do the applications and stuff. So the banking side, it gets done once the visa is done,
Okay.
which takes a few months and money
Okay.
and stuff like that.
So then you're running on cash here
Sort of.
at this point in time, or
I
just
think-
using those kind of like.
I mean, if you walk around, you notice a lot of people, they accept payment through personal account.
yeah.
So that's the gray area here.
Okay. So there's that. Then is it common for people to kind of take some time to then develop into the local ecosystem, or do you think like it's not even very important anymore these days? All these like cross-border transfers, so simple, so clean, so easy to use. Just a card tap, your account connect to Singapore. You don't really need it.
In fact, now PayNow and PromptPay, they are linked. So the Bank of Thailand and Singapore, they managed to settle this together. And then they actually promote using cross-border PayNow and PromptPay. So Thai people can use PromptPay in Singapore, and similarly vice versa, Singapore can use PayNow here.
So from a personal banking standpoint, it's easy.
Very easy, very
There's
convenient.
no-
Hardly
Yeah.
impacts day to day. Yeah.
Okay, fair. And then from a insurance point of view, I think a lot of working professionals will think about it, right? Or even with kids, right? And mortgage, some of these things, right? Which are big financial expenses. Like how is it like in Thailand for you all? Like, do you buy a local insurance? Do you,
I have my company insurance.
Okay, so company will settle for
Yes.
you, right?
Hi.
Okay.
I have the uni insurance. Uni settle for me.
You leh?
Still using Singaporeans.
Okay, so is no plans of getting local or
Not right
or-
now.
So okay. So what's the thought process here? Then help me understand a little bit. Like in JB, we've interviewed some people and they all say don't really need to get local insurance because anything, right? You're 30 minutes away from Ng Teng Fong. Okay, I get it, right? but it's not here, right? It's
Similar thought process for me.
Wait.
Because I've always felt why I choose Bangkok. One reason is it's 2-hour flight away.
Okay.
Anything that goes wrong, whatever, it's not hard to fly back or book a ticket back. And like from what I heard, the insurance here cannot compare to Singapore yet.
is it-
lah.
is it-
A lot of people
Yeah.
still buy Singapore one.
Correct.
Oh,
yeah.
tell me more.
Like from what I know, I asked before. Like I asked one of the famous A insurance brand.
A insurance.
Yeah.
okay.
They don't really do foreigner insurance.
Oh. So okay, even if I have a visa, not
Yeah.
the Muay Thai visa, rather like the proper
Even
visa,
if you own a company or anything,
they don't want to insure foreigners.
yeah, I've not asked them. Maybe unless you're a PR and resident
Of
here,
course.
then maybe they will. I think they also have restriction for them to do this kind of thing. So it's better to get Singapore insurance. I'm already well covered in Singapore.
But does the coverage extend here?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay. Can you elaborate a little bit? Like, what does it mean by it extends here?
You pay first, then you
You
claim.
pay first, then you claim more. Like hospitalization, you just, as per normal, you just go to any of the hospital in Thailand, just take the receipt.
Life insurance the same. Or you touch wood, something happen, same thing. It will include the fee to go back, to send back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and everything.
Okay. Fair. So this personal experience, like you've claimed before and all that. And
Oh
it's,
yes, I
it's
claim
perfectly
before.
okay. Fair. Okay, cool. And then what about mortgage? Mortgage is also a very big thing, right? Or like some sort of a loan because you never buy a house, but
We
Never
never
buy.
buy house, we all rent.
All renting.
We all
but
renting.
I can maybe give a bit of insight. So for mortgage, right, there's a foreigner rate and there's a Thai rate. It's not because of discrimination. Because for Thai people, the minimum wage here is so low. Therefore, they have to have that kind. Otherwise, nobody is buying. Nobody can afford. Which is a very reasonable installment plan. I've seen before. I went to a showroom and asked for a Thai installment plan and compared to a foreign one.
The loan can loan up to 90%
For Thai lah.
for Thai, not foreigner.
But there's also some ways like the gray area where you can explore, such as incorporating a Thai company. If you are a Thai company, right, under the Thai law, right, Thai company, it acts like a Thai person. So you can get such a loan as well. But to incorporate Thai company, you will need to have a majority Thai business partner who is a shareholder.
Majority means 51%.
51%, yes.
Oh, okay.
That is the law lah. So
but are
yeah.
you registering a entity
Thai,
that is
yeah.
51% Thai?
Have to. No, you can't do it otherwise. Yeah.
You can also be 100%, but you will have to have a lot more money, a lot more payout capital. Yeah, which is possible. Some people are possible, they can do that.
Okay, so to be clear, even you are going for a local business partner.
I have, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, but most people, to be honest, they choose friends lah.
Okay.
that they're very close with or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Fair. Can you help me understand a little bit more about some of these like financial gray zones or strategies that Singaporean can explore?
So for a start, I feel that nobody should immediately, buy a property. They should understand the property value and also the different area, because different area in Bangkok, right, really differs a lot. Like in terms of the convenience, the environment, the people that you are staying with in the community, and like the accessibility to like the different malls and everything, they're all very different.
Okay, then what about tax structures?
Let's say you are only earning income in Thailand, because of the regulation that they already have stated, you don't have to pay dual income. If you only earning here, you only pay the tax here. But if you're earning in Singapore, then you have to only pay in Singapore. So you don't need to pay dual. So let's say you own a property here and start renting out, and then you will be earning an income through the rental. Then that will be considered income.
So
then
it's
you
also
need
a
to pay
strata
tax.
type of structure.
Yeah.
Like there's different layers to this.
Yes.
So in Singapore, how it's done is as your rental income is considered part of your taxable income, right? And then you use that overall taxable income put into the different tiers, right? Like which tax tier you're at. Same here.
Slightly different, but yeah, they have their own way of calculating.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
on top of that, you need to pay property tax. So that's if you own a property and rent out.
Yeah, that's the same in Singapore.
Or you still get salary from Singapore. Let's say you are a remote worker, then you need to pay tax in Singapore. Don't need to pay here.
Okay, fair. So these are some of the common things lah,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other things you want to add?
They have something like CPF, but they call Social Security Fund.
SSO.
Okay.
Yeah, where the employer will be paying 50% and the employee will be paying another 50%. So they share 50%.
50% of what?
Of their monthly
There's a
SSF.
cap to it.
So monthly CPF like that.
Monthly
They have
CPF.
the employer have to contribute as well as the employee.
How many percent of the salary? How is it calculated?
So there's a maximum cap. Maximum is 1,500.
Based on how much you earn.
Yeah, based on how much you earn.
1,500, but that's the maximum
Yeah.
social security contribution
Yeah.
monthly.
Similarly, there's a minimum lah.
And it's calculated based on the salary variance,
Yes.
Correct.
essentially. Okay, fair. I think you all laid out quite a bit, the ins and the outs, why you're here, blah, blah, blah. Will you leave? Will you go back to Singapore? Last question.
For me, it's no.
Okay.
I mean, one of the main reasons is like what Justin said, I want my daughter to grow up knowing that there's something more than just like hustle life in Singapore.
But what
right?
if your daughter wants to go back?
Up to her.
There's
you know?
also
She's free to do
Singapore
so.
International
Yeah.
School here.
Yes, which is
Yeah.
quite affordable actually. I was checking out the price.
Okay, fair. So will you go back?
For myself, no. But I doesn't necessarily means that I need to be in Thailand. I can be anywhere, but probably you ask me to go back Singapore to work is no. I enjoy the challenges over here and having to have the opportunity to run this business like almost my own, but not my own. It gives me a lot of insight to what the real world can offer. So that is something that up till to date, I think I still enjoy a lot.
So the opportunity
Nice.
is
And I
what
think you
want.
don't get that a lot in Singapore.
Exactly.
As long as you're below a certain age, not many people will trust you with such a big thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
At 32, I send you to represent my country
But
in a
outside
foreign
of
land.
Singapore, people are open.
To climb up that corporate ladder, not that easy because what we always say, youngsters and got the 老jiao all there, right? So very difficult to climb up.
Okay, but based on your sense, right, you doing a route out into Bangkok like that, right? Like international experience, country manager, build the whole thing. Do you think it's a promotion accelerator if you go back to Singapore now?
I believe so.
Okay.
So all my bosses are very good. Until today, I still keep in contact with them. They are like my
Why lah,
mentors.
can come back already.
No,
right? I
they
give you a
didn't.
better
They didn't.
role,
They know
not-
that I 跑出去的孩子不会回来了。
Not yet.
Not yet. FYI, I'm a divorcee now.
Okay,
so been there,
okay.
done there. I know what I want and what I don't want anymore.
Okay.
So very clear.
Okay. Fair. And you, will you go back?
I think I will go back and forth because our plan for expansion of our company is to gather more new clients, right?
So you want more Singaporeans to come here?
Yeah, that's one thing. And maybe also build our presence in Singapore. Because I think for this kind of like business, right, like consulting, right, you really need to build trust. So you really need to interact with the customer in real life. Then they will know that what you are doing. I think that's the easiest way to build trust.
Okay. I think that's pretty interesting, right? And we've kind of laid the ground for aspiring Singaporeans that's looking at what's out there, lah, right? It's not just Singapore. And I can really tell you're all very excited, like about the opportunities here, I mean, I'm definitely not there yet in the sense of like, I don't sense the type of opportunity yet, but you guys all sound very, very, very excited. So good stuff, right? If our audience want to connect with you, where's a good place to connect?
LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yes.
LinkedIn.
Instagram.
Okay,
I'm not so formal.
Yeah. He got the
the
pet shop.
idiot visa one. Happy Dog Hydro.
Okay, so I wish all of you all the best and thank you for spending time with me.
For sure.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
ya.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.